what it says. Uh, about like Joseph, God had called me to an amazing feat, to actually get people back into what the gospel is. You see, because so many of us are going into emotionalism. If the speaker can stimulate us emotionally, we think he's great. Okay, we go off into intellectualism. If he knows all these 19-syllable words, we think he's great. Okay, we go off into sectarianisms to where that, oh, okay, well, I like this because this suits me a little bit better, or this suits me a little bit better. But if it is not the teaching of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus, and how each one of those three can affect your life and make you become a better human being, spiritualized, empowered, then we're doing bad. We're not doing our jobs.
Praise God. Come on.
See? Okay. So I'm through.
So I have a question.
Sure.
So just like we said, like we explained, you've heard of the Book of Mormon, like
Sure. Read it.
Of course.
Studied it. Studied the life and times of Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I just been thinking like the whole time, like you are an awesome guy. Like you know your stuff, you know what you're talking about, but like, and you believe that God still talks to His children.
Sure.
And that's exactly what we believe.
But of course you do.
The Book of Mormon talks a lot about the gospel of Jesus Christ and His dealings and with the people and it's just of a different people that journey to America.
Well, you know, to take I'm going to tell you what I understand about that. Okay. Because God never left the Jewish people. Okay. God never left the Jewish people because once the people who became Jews, those proselytes who at the time of Nebuchadnezzar, when the children of Israel were alive, because you have two different people. You have the children of Israel and you have Jews. Okay? Now, the children of Israel were taken out of the land by Nebuchadnezzar. And Nebuchadnezzar, and it's in the Bible, and Nebuchadnezzar put his people in the land. But he only let the farmers and stuff stay in the land to till the ground for his people. But all of the educated people and all of the priests, he took out of the land. All of those who were sincere about worshiping God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, he took out of the land. When he did that, those people that he put in the land began to have problems. Animals began to attack them. And they were spooked to death. So they sent back to King Nebuchadnezzar. And King Nebuchadnezzar sent some of his priests down there to teach them the religion, the Israelite religion. Once those people begin to do that, these people here who were the original Israelites, they never returned back to that land. Only a few of them did. Very few of them did. And the book of Jeremiah and also Lamentations begins to talk about that. Okay, exactly what happened at that time. Okay.
So the Book of Mormon is pretty close related to the time of the Book of Jeremiah.
Yeah. So therefore, when the people who begin to hold on to this worship, to this God called Yahweh, he never left them. You see, God's not going to leave you once you come to him. He's always going to come to your rescue. He's always going to be there for you. No matter how intellectual you are, or no matter how unlearned you are, if your faith is in him, he's going to be there for you.
That's exactly
now,
right.
Joseph Smith was an individual who had initiative to try to find the truth because his life depended on it. Where he was going to end up in eternity depended on him knowing what was real. And not just a fancy a persuasion or following after family tradition. None of that. He needed to know the truth. And that's why God, through Jesus, could reveal himself through that angel. You see, and let him know, well, look, this is what's going on. Okay? Now, it brought worship back up to time. You see, instead of worship being so antiquated way back there, it brought it back up to time, and he was able to do that. And so from that and his belief and his tenacity, he was able to establish something for people here in America. While here in America, there were other people, especially the Baptists. There was a lot of ministers in the Baptist organization.
Oh, there's churches everywhere
That split from the Baptist organization, okay, and started their own stuff. Okay, one here in the state of Kentucky, Alexander Campbell. He started what is called the Church of Christ. Okay, because he thought that, hey, you cannot play musical instruments in church. But that's not what the Bible says. In Colossians and in Ephesians, it talks about making songs and melody in your heart. Now that word psalms and melody in your heart, those are the words solo. The word solo in the Greek language means to strum an instrument. Oh my goodness.
Praise God.
The word solo means to strum an instrument. The word ode means to sing a song while you're strumming an instrument. Ain't that something?
Praise God.
You see what I'm saying? So all these people that were trying to start their own stuff, okay, actually were pulling away from the gospel, trying to establish another gospel. But God said in his own word, especially through the Apostle Paul, that there is no other gospel. If any man teach any other gospel, let him be accursed. That's what it says. You know, so I don't know. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm sorry. I just rambled on. I apologize.
It's okay. I mean, we actually got to get going. We have an appointment.
Okay, of course.
So before we